In this lecture, I am going to create an API endpoint to like and remove the like for a blog by an user. We need a table to store the data about which user liked which blog. So let's create a model and migrations file for blog underscore likes table. From our project root, let's open a terminal and then let's run php artisan make model, and the model name will be blog like. Let's pass -m flag to generate migrations file along with model creation. Now let's open the migrations file for our blog underscore likes table. And inside our blog underscore likes table there will be blog id and user id columns. So we can take the code from our comments table migrations file where we have user id and blog id columns, and this user id will be the reference to the id field of our users table, and this blog underscore id is the reference to the id field of our blogs table. Now save this file, and then from our project root let's run php artisan migrate command to run the migrations file. This will generate blog underscore likes table inside our database. Now you see we have blog underscore likes table inside our database now. Now I'm going to add the route to like a blog. So let's open our api.php file, and I'm going to add the route under our blog delete route. So route method will be post and URL will be blog slash blog id as a route parameter slash toggle hyphen like, and it will execute blog controllers toggle underscore like method, and this route should be protected. That's why I'm adding auth mediator to this route so that an user need to provide API token through authorization header to like a blog. Now let's open our blog controller, and then let's add a method called toggle underscore like inside our blog controller. Let's get the blog ID as a parameter to this method. Also let's take request object as a dependency injection here. Now I will take the code from our delete method and I will paste inside our toggle underscore like method. I will remove these lines of code from here. So the first thing I am doing here, I am checking if there is any block present inside our blocks table with this ID, and I am grabbing the first record. So this will return us an object of block data, and if no block found then it will return us null value, and if no block found then I will return a JSON response with message no block found, and if any block found then I will check if this block is already liked by current user or not. So we can get currently authenticated user data with the help of request user method. So I will store the currently authenticated user data to a variable called $user, and we can get currently authenticated user data from this request user method because this API is protected, so that an user need to provide API token through authorization header. Then only we can get currently authenticated user data from this request user method. Now I'm going to check if this blog is liked by currently authenticated user or not with the help of blog like model. So let's import blog like model at the top of our blog controller. Now I will query our blog underscore likes table with the help of blog like model, where blog id is equal to the id of this blog and where user id is equal to currently authenticated user id. And I will grab the first record and I will store this data to a variable called blog underscore like. Now I will check if this blog is already liked by this user or not, and if this blog is already liked by currently authenticated user then I will delete the record from our blog underscore likes table with the help of delete method. And after deleting the record I will return a JSON response with message liked successfully removed. And the status code will be 200. and if there is no like for this block and for this user, then I'll create a new record to our blog underscore likes table with the help of blog like model, and I'm going to store blog ID and user ID columns inside our blog underscore likes table. Sorry, this will be blog ID and this will be the ID of our blog which I stored here. And let's store user ID which is currently authenticated user ID. Because we are using create method, we need to add blog ID and user ID as fillable property inside our blog like model. So let's copy the code from our comments model and let's paste inside our blog like model. So there will be blog ID and user ID as fillable property inside our blog like model. Now this code should work. Okay, so after creating the record, I will return a JSON response with message blog successfully liked. Blog successfully liked. Now it's time to test our endpoint from Postman. So let's open Postman and then let's open a new tab and then let's provide the request URL. Suppose I am going to like the blog with ID 3. So the URL will be base URL slash API slash blog slash blog ID slash toggle hyphen like. Method will be post. Let's provide accept key as application slash JSON and then let's call this API without passing any API tokens through authorization header. You see we are getting unauthenticated message. Now let's provide API token through authorization header. It should be bearer token and we can generate API token through our login API. I am generating an API token for this user of ID 1. Now let's copy the API token from here and paste the API token here. Let's execute this endpoint. You see we are getting block successfully liked message with status code 200. Now let's check our blog underscore likes table. You see we have a record inside our blog underscore likes table of user ID 1 and blog ID 3. That means our blog successfully liked. Now let's call this API again. Now we are getting like successfully removed. That means our toggle functionality is working. Now I am going to modify our blog details API endpoint to add a key to this JSON. Okay, if current user is liked by, if this blog is liked by current user or not, we are going to check and we are going to add a key here to this data object. Okay, though this route is not protected because an user no need to provide API token through authorization header to access this route, right? But if an user is providing API token through authorization header, then only we can check this blog is liked by currently authenticated user or not. Okay, so let's open our blog controller and let's check our details method. So inside the details method, let's take request object as a dependency injection. Now if I store currently authenticated user data with the help of request user method, you know that we can get currently authenticated user data from request user method if there is any API token present inside authorization header. Okay, for now let's dump and die this $user variable to check are we getting any currently authenticated user data. Let's call this API again. We are getting null value. Let's provide API token through authorization header. Let's copy the authorization token and paste it here. We are providing API token through authorization header for this route. Still we are not getting currently authenticated user data because our block data endpoint is not protected. We don't have middleware called authCentrum to this route. That's why we are unable to get currently authenticated user data from this request user method. Then how we will get currently authenticated user data if an user is providing API token through authorization header and if the route don't have any middleware called authCentrum. So we can get the authenticated user data for this case with the help of authCentrum user method. Okay. Now if I call this API again, now we are getting currently authenticated user data. Okay, and which I stored to a variable called $user. Now I will check if this blog is liked by this user or not. So we can take the code from our toggle like functionalities. So let's copy these lines of code from here and let's paste inside our details method. Let's paste the code here. So the first thing I will check, I will check if user is providing API token through authorization header or not. That means this user will be present. Okay, that means user is authenticated. So I'm checking if user, that means user is authenticated, then I will check if the blog is liked by this user or not with the help of blog like model. So I'm checking our blog underscore likes table with blog ID is equal to the ID of this blog and user ID is our currently authenticated user ID, and I'm storing the record to a variable called blog underscore like, and then I will check if this blog is already liked by current user. Then I will add a JSON key to this blog object called liked by current user, and this will be true. And if this blog is not liked by current user, then this will be false. And if user is not providing any API token through authorization header, then this will be false also. That means user is not providing any API token, that means he is not logged in. Okay. Now let's check our blog details endpoint again. Now we are getting a JSON key called liked by current user to false, right? Let's add the like for blog ID 3 for this user ID. We are passing the API token for user ID 1. Now let's call this endpoint again. You see blog successfully liked, that means user ID 1 successfully liked blog ID 3. Now let's provide the API token through authorization header for user ID 3, sorry, user ID 1. Let's check this endpoint again. You see now we are getting liked by current user to 2. Okay, let's change it to 10 because user of ID 10 did not like the blog of ID 10, that's why we are getting liked by current user false. Okay, in the next lecture I am going to load total like count for each blog, and I am going to add like count to a short functionalities to our get blocks API endpoint. So stay connected.